These Virginia Tech basketball highlights are presented by TechHoops.com. For the fifth year in a row, the Hokies find themselves in the NIT, otherwise known as the Virginia Tech Invitational. But this year, the Hokies are participating in the preseason tip-off as the East Region host. As the number one seed in this bracket, the Hokies got to play the Monmouth Hawks on Monday night. You can throw out the records when these two teams get together, so let's get to the highlights. Good news for the Hokies on Monday night as they got starting point guard Eric Green back, but they also had to deal with from Monmouth Michael Myers-Kidd, well after Halloween too. But the Hokies came out shooting hot early. Jarrell Eddy with a three from the corner, and the Hokies take a 3-0 lead. Then Victor Davila blocking the 7-footer inside. Later, Eric Green from the top of the key, Yahtzee for three. Hokies up 6-2. Later on, the first, Hudson with a steal brings it up the court, and he will take it himself for the layup, 8-2 Hokies. But the Hokies struggled inside to keep Monmouth from the glass. Later on, the big man Raines with a great pass to Hudson for the easy layup. Hudson then gets a steal, coast to coast, and dunks it home. Hokies doubling Monmouth 12-6 early on. Later in the first half, Barksdale drives the paint, dishes the Raines. Hokies again with a dunk, 14-6. Ty Garland takes the pass from Hudson and lays it up and in. Yep, that was a pass. Hokies go up 10. Then Eddy again from the corner and splash drills the three. But again, the Hokies could not rebound the ball off of free throw misses. Here, Ed Waite puts it back in to get Monmouth back in the game. But then later, Hudson on a runaway, 23-12 Hokies. Then Hudson finds Davila inside, and he finishes with the Thunder Slam. Hokies up 15 with 7 minutes to go. At that point, Dorian Finney-Smith would pick up his third foul in the first half, but the Hokies kept going. Hudson with the great save. Off the green, Raines lays it up and in, and Turkey. Hudson then dishes to Brown. Brown with the easy layup as it's a layup clinic, and the Hokies jump way ahead. Hudson again, a wide open layup. Hokies well out in front, and then Green, Yahtzee, hits it from the corner. Hokies with a 20-point lead, as Barksdale also picks up his third foul in the first half. End of the first half, Hokies inbound it to Davila for some reason. He dumps it to Green, off the Garland, layup at the buzzer. Hokies go into the break up 18, shooting lights out, 16 of 25, and 6 of 13 behind the arc. There were 23 fouls called in the first half, though, but Dorenzo paced the Hokies with 12 points. In the second half, it was more Hokies. Eric Green swats it away from Steele. But Finney-Smith, his fourth foul a minute into the second half. Then Eddy with the steal, coast to coast, around and around and around the bucket goes. Then Eddy from the corner, bingo, hits the three. Hokies up by 22. Then Hudson with a breakaway layup. Hokies really laying it on at this point. Not even sure if Monmouth had 5 guys on the court at this point. Hudson with the easy layup. Then Green drives inside, and Turkey N1 gets the bucket. Hokies now pushing it out to 30-point lead thanks to a 19-0 run. Then Garland gets in the act. Easy layup here. He gets fouled. Then a swat by Raines. Hokies just dominating at this point. Then Robert Brown hit 3 threes in the first game, all in the second half. Hit 3 threes in this game in the second half. Garland from long range, and he drains it. Jumanji. Then Garland inside. N1. Then Garland on the fast break. Pull-up jumper. Yahtzee. Garland for good measure. Steal here. Coast to coast. He'll get fouled. He'll lay it in. He scores 11 straight points for the Hokies en route to 18 on the night. Then Robert Brown. I mentioned he had 3 threes. There's another. Top of the key. There's another. The kid can flat out shoot, and the Hokies roll by a score of 91-46. Robert Brown led the Hokies with 19, Hudson with 18. Jarrell Eddy and Garland each were perfect from the field on the day. This has been TechHoops.com. Rah!